You pull in Mario Kart Tour. Today's episode features a very awesome double banner with the Rosalina character, original, and we have the bus driver Waluigi. So, in this video I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know on whether or not you should pull your hard-earned rubies on this banner. Now, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying all these series that we put out the day of a brand new banner, so keep that in mind before you guys pull. Anyway, our previous episode highlighted the Baby Rosalina, as you guys can see over here, the little detective. Very cool episode. Thanks so much for supporting it. We got over 619 likes. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all of that. So anyway, that episode is still valuable. So all the information in there is very, very relevant because this is the second week of the tour. And let's take a look at these characters here. Now, you guys can see that there's a dual banner with regular Rosalina and Waluigi bus driver, and they are in the spotlight. This is indeed a 50 pipe, which 50 pipes are the best. Thank you so much, Nintendo developers. So yeah, it's better odds of getting everything, and it costs less to empty out an entire pipe. So that's always a welcome change. So the characters that are in the spotlight are bus driver Waluigi. As you guys can see over here, he's got triple bananas. He ranks very high on my tier list, if not one of the best characters in the game. And now that online multiplayer is a thing, if you're rocking Waluigi bus driver and you end up with the triple bananas rotating around you, that's going to be really, really good for keeping up a front run. Just saying. So he's very valuable when it comes to online multiplayer, but at the same time, online multiplayer is, I don't know, it's hit or miss sometimes. Some of you guys really enjoy it. Some of you guys get up to A rank and then stop, and then some of you guys can't stand it. So, I mean, I have to address everyone. His value is very good, but assumed value taking it out of there is also really good. I'm just now noticing that. So assumed value taking away the London loop tracks, okay, great. Let's say those don't come back for a while. You got a big whopping 8 levels. This makes me want to pull for him, to be honest, now that I'm looking at this. And he's a very top tier character. Which is good for scoring and multiplayer, which you can't say the same thing about the Coinbox users. Anyway, right over here, his secondaries, oh my gosh, his secondaries are crazy. So you eliminate London Loop out of there, out of those 3, and you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 secondaries, just in case you don't have a top shelf character. So let's just say Waluigi bus driver is very valuable. Okay, so if you guys have not seen Rosalina, now's your chance to get her, a more guaranteed chance to get her. She's not available in the daily selects, and she was available on a paid banner once, but you gotta be really lucky in order to get this character outside of anything spotlight. So that's pretty awesome. I think that she's very valuable. We've seen her in our favorite level in Ranked, which is Cheap Cheap Lagoon, and we've seen her in Rainbow Road. I think we've seen her in maybe DK Pass. She's pretty valuable. Although the numbers may not be valuable because like a 5 assumed value over here is not that great, but the fact that we've seen these courses all the time makes her very good. So anyway, her secondaries right over here, pretty interesting. It's Rosalina. You're not going to go wrong with having her. She's a good investment. So if you do have any of those level up tickets that are the super variant, definitely invest them into her when she is part of top shelf for ranked mode. And then last but not least, we've got this double-decker bus. Not a big fan of it, to be honest. Value is okay. Get rid of the 4 London loop levels and you got a +5 assumed value over here. And it's dash panel plus. There's not every single track will have a dash panel, so it's not really a good skill. And the fact that if you guys are out here with the gold pass rewards, you guys are absolutely going to get that as part of Gold Pass. As you guys can see over here, you're going to get the double-decker bus and you're going to get that glider, which is really interesting to me. So I don't know why they would kind of double dip there and just throw that in there, but I don't know, maybe it's geared towards people who don't have Gold Pass and want the double-decker bus for some odd reason. I have no idea. You would think that they would put the new Swiftjack over there, right? Because that's part of the London trio. But of course, it's locked behind the $20 or the very, very low odds of pulling for it. So without further ado, let's take a look at the stats of everything, the statistics of how you're going to get these characters. Remember, it's a 50 pipe, so double your odds. Remember, it used to be 1% to get these characters. Now you've got a whopping 2% to get Waluigi bus driver, which is really good. So taking a look at the quantity by rarity, it's going to be the exact same 10-20-70 split. 10% high-end, 20% supers, and then 70% commons, which is something that we definitely don't like, unless it's going to be commons that are outside of the entire daily selects. So taking a look at that, 10, 20, 70, all right, great. You're going to get Waluigi 2% of the time, and you can empty out an entire pipe and guarantee to get him, the Double Decker, and Rosalina. Other things in here, Ice Mario and Pauline are definitely added to the mix, which are going to be the more non-spotlight high ends, which is kind of cool. And then some of the other high ends are going to be over here. So, and then there you go, your Super Spotlight, which is Rosalina, a boosted chance to get her. So if you don't have her, I would definitely suggest pulling on this banner. And then of course you have everything else that you guys can scroll through. It's all in a minuscule percentage, so the percentage of you getting what you want as far as the gliders are next to none, so don't count on it. And then the normals are, yeah, you don't need to know about any of that. So now let's take a look at how these characters fare in the ranked mode of second week Baby Rosalina Tour. They're, I don't know, man. I don't think they're necessary. Let's take a look. So first off, you have the best track in the entire game right over here, SNES Mario Circuit 3. Simply because you got a coin box user, Peach Vacation, as top shelf. I mean, yeah, give me 20,000 points on this level. Thank you very much. So, do you need any of those characters here? No. Is this top shelf pretty rare? Yes, it absolutely is. Musician Mario, good luck, whoever you guys have that from launch. Vacation Peach, you had a couple chances to get her, and then this Toad is like, no way. You can't find this Toad anywhere. They only released him on a paid banner a long time ago, and you had to have been really lucky to pull him randomly in a pipe. So this top shelf is very, very hard to get. I'm gonna throw it out there. Bus Driver Waluigi and Rosalina are nowhere to be found on the second shelf at all. So most likely you guys are gonna have Diddy Kong to help out with that level, or Toadette. Yeah, that's probably your best bet. Next up over here, as far as the double-decker bus is concerned, it's nowhere to be found. These items on top shelf are relatively rare. Secondaries are also relatively rare. So yeah, it's a little rough if you guys haven't had Gold Pass in a while. So anyway, and then right over here, the top shelf for the gliders is also gacha locked, if not Gold Pass rewards. This piston glider is really good, so make sure that you guys have that. Spend all your level up tickets on it because it is gacha locked. I would not recommend spending your level up tickets on the stuff that you can buy in the shop. So, and then second shelf is also pretty rare. These are actually some rare gliders, so I think I got lucky with all of that. So anyway, but it's not necessarily anything that you need from this specific pipe. Shy Guy Bizarre T right over here. You do have the previous pull, which is this Baby Rosalina Detective that you can absolutely get, or these other characters. But a lot of you guys have Dry Bones, so most likely it's going to be Dry Bones for this level. All right, next up is going to be that blue car again. If you have it, I would say spend a couple tickets on it, get it going. If not, you're going to be using that rocket. Or if you pulled on the previous banner with the Baby Rosalina Detective, you have this T-Coupe, which will definitely help you out with that. And then last but not least, you do have the Gold Pass reward for a very cool top shelf. You have the ribbon from the previous banner, and then you have this bomb. So more likely than not, the previous banner pulling on the Baby Rosalina Tour is going to be way better for you. So let's take a look at our last one. This is London Loop 2T. You guys can see over here that both Rosalina and the Bus Driver Waluigi are going to be your top shelf, along with regular Waluigi. And according to this, Waluigi is on a paid banner right now, so you can indeed get him and have an easier time. Waluigi's a great investment into this game. I got him up to level 3 with definitely spending some level up tickets on him, and he's been in a lot of ranked modes, so if the past tells us anything, you're going to need to invest in this guy. Rosalina as well. Very good. And then right over here, the Swift Jack. This was a Gold Pass reward, or you can outright buy it. But you guys can see that the bus is there too. So, I don't know. The bus is just kind of thrown in there. If you have Gold Pass, you're going to get that. So, I don't know, man. And then these gliders are on board. So, you can have this Gold Pass glider if you want. And then, yeah, that's kind of it. So the Wario and Waluigi gliders for Super are amazing investments. So make sure that you guys invest in those. All right, so the last thing that we're going to be talking about is multiplayer, right? So a lot of you guys like playing in online multiplayer. It's a thing that a lot of you guys have been asking for. It's here. You can play. But do you necessarily need any of these characters for multiplayer? The answer is yes and no. since multiplayer goes through all the different cups, if you have these high-end characters, you're going to get more items, provided you're doing a gold race in 200cc. So yeah, that I mean, you could. Anyway, so there's multiplayer. That's just another aspect of the game you got to think about. All right, so are you going to be going for a character that has a really good defensive and offensive ability, which is Bus Driver? Or are you going to go for Rosalina, which is not good in multiplayer, considering the fact that Dash Ring helps everyone else out? So you really have to think about it. So at the end of the day, should you pull for Rosalina and Bus Driver Waluigi? If you have the characters, absolutely not. It's not worth your time. Save your rubies, because the next tour that's coming is going to be a brand new one, and it's unannounced at the time of recording. So keep that in mind. Me personally, I would pull on this. I would honestly slap a 45er out there. And when in doubt, just drop a 45er. If you think about it, look. Since a lot of you guys may be in tier 40, or sorry, yeah, tier 40 right now, which is the very top. And the rewards for first place, which, you know, I got one yesterday at Reset. The rewards for fourth place is almost a 10 pull. Look, we get more rewards in first place than rewards we get for 60,000 retweets on Nintendo's official Twitters. Are you kidding me? How does that work out? Anyway, I digress about that. You guys can look forward to those rewards very soon. Take a look at your in-game news to find out when. But anyway, so you get, if you're playing as well as you could, you can get up to 80 free rubies every single tour just by playing through the ranked mode if you're at the top tier. And you think about that, that's almost 2 10 pulls. So you might as well just do it. Like me right now, I'm looking at this free ruby horde that I've got 559 of them. And I'm thinking, like, maybe I should have been pulling the entire time, or at least just dropping a 45er. That's it. Just drop a 45er. If you get something cool, go for it. If you got that itch to be like, okay, one more, then you can probably budget 2 45ers per tour, one on each banner, and who knows, maybe you can get lucky. So there you have it, ladies and gents, my thoughts on this banner. I think that Waluigi Bus Driver has an outstanding value, like really good now that I'm looking into him. He's got amazing abilities in multiplayer. He's got great scoring potential that makes him one of the top tier characters in the game, right next to Donkey Kong and the other Coinbox users. And of course, like, he's Waluigi. He's confused. He's driving a bus. Anyway, and then of course, Rosalina is a consolation prize. Those of you guys who don't have Rosalina, you need to pull right now. You absolutely do, because she's very valuable. And then, yeah, that's really it. If you have all these characters, then you know what? Don't worry about it. The bus is just thrown in there, just kind of like, oh, here, you want a level 2 bus and your gold pass user? Okay, go for it. Take it. But as of right now, that's kind of how I feel about that. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Is this character worth it? Do you guys plan on pulling? If you do, how many rubies did you pull and what did you get? Let me know in the comments. I always look forward to reading all of those. Of course, if you guys are not pulling, let me know the reasonings why. Do you think that Bus Driver Waluigi is too skinny and he's confused about his career choices? Do you guys think that it's just plainly not worth it simply because there's a brand new banner coming out and you want to save your rubies for that? Looking forward to reading all those comments. Thanks so much for watching. As usual, if you guys enjoy the Mario Kart Tour content, make sure you guys are on board with it. Now, Animal Crossing New Horizons is right on the horizon, so I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on that, but you guys can indeed look forward to Road to Ranked on Tuesdays, and of course, whenever there's a new banner, I will absolutely carve out the time to inform you guys on whether or not you should pull, so look forward to that. So, man, good time, good time. Can't wait to see all your comments. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, turn on notifications, join the channel, join our Discord where we talk about Mario Kart Tour, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck on your pulls.